Hello everyone. Hello. Guys, quickly tell me, am I audible? Good evening. Hello. Good evening everyone. Good evening. Quickly tell me, am I audible? Yes, so I am audible. Great. So, welcome to the day 5 and last day of this amazing Agentic AI bootcamp. And in today's lecture, we will be going to deploy the customer care bot. Okay. So that you guys will get a good idea of like how we can deploy our Agentic AI bots as well. Okay. So in this 5-day boot camp, what we have done till now, in the day one, we have seen the theoretical concepts of agentic AI, like what are what are nodes, what are edges, what is state, and everything. Then in the day two, we have seen how can we create a simple chatbot with the help of agentic AI flow. On day three, we have seen how to start making our customer care bot with the help of agentic AI. On day 4, we have seen the use of what we call tools and how can we make the chatbot memory based. Okay. And now on the day 5, we are going to see how can we deploy our project so that anyone with our link can access our project. Okay. Good evening. So we will be starting with the project. We will be starting with the lecture within 2 to 3 more minutes. Okay. So that everyone can join. Till then, if any one of you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me in the chat. We will be starting within 2 to 3 more minutes so that everyone can join. If any one of you have any kind of doubt till then, you can ask in the chat. So we will be starting in 2 more minutes, okay? So that everyone can join properly. I will just give a quick recap of what we did yesterday and we'll start with today's session. Today's session will not exceed like more than 50 minutes, approximately 45-50 minutes, because we just need to check for the deployment part, like how we are going to deploy our fast API, how we are going to deploy this customer care bot as a fast API. Okay, so it will take maximum of 40-45 minutes. So we will quickly do and check out how can we deploy it, and we are going to host it on Render because Render gives us a free tier. If you forgot to register, so you can talk to the group admin if you are there in the group, the DevTown community or something. So we'll wait for the last minute and we'll start with the session. Okay, let's quickly begin with the session now. So quickly tell me, guys, is my screen visible? Quickly tell me, guys, is my screen visible? Quickly tell me, guys, is my screen visible? Good evening, everyone. Yes, my screen is visible. Great. So let's begin with today's session. So in the last session, we have seen the toolbot.ipynb file in which we have seen how can we add some tools. Like this is the Tavily tool. This is my own custom tool, that is the multiplier tool. And the command that over here is the talk string over here, like which tells what to perform, like what task to perform when this particular tool is called. Then we have take the tools over here and we have added both of our tools in a list, and we have binded our LLM. We have binded our LLM with tools with the help of the function dot bind underscore tools. Then we have created a graph over here, and we have added the tools condition, like we have added the tool node with the help of this tools condition, and we have used this tool node from this tool node over here. Okay, like we have used langchain dot rebuild import tool node, and under this tool node we have added all of our tools. Then when we printed our graph, it was looking somewhat like this, but the error that we faced was, like when I asked give me recent AI news made yesterday and tell me what is 2 multiplied by 3, so it gave answer for only the recent AI news, not what is 2 multiplied by 3. Why? Because once the tool was called over here, we are moving directly towards the end. But what we can do, once the tool is called, we can move back towards the chatbot to check if there is any other query left in the chatbot part. So we created the graph once again, and this time we pointed the tool node towards the chatbot again. And now if I will just give the same query, that is give me recent AI news made yesterday and tell me what is 2 multiplied by 3. So these are the recent AI news, and this is the answer for 2 multiplied by 3 equals 6. Then after that, how can we make our chatbot memory based? So we are going to use memory saver function. Okay, we are going to use memory saver, and at the time of compiling, I am going to add check pointer is equal to memory. So whenever I am going to give a message with a particular config, whenever I am going to give a message with a particular config, the LLM is going to remember the message. So this is how I can add memory as well. Like this is not the most efficient way to make the chatbots memory based, but yeah, this is one of the technique. So this was the quick recap of yesterday's session. I hope this much is clear, guys. Quickly write clear if everything is clear till now. Yeah, for the certificate criteria, you must do a mini project that will be shared to you with you guys on the community, WhatsApp community. So please be active on your WhatsApp communities. Everything regarding the certificates, the eligibility criteria, and everything will be shared on the WhatsApp community. Great. So let's quickly move on with the deployment now. So for the deployment, I need three more requirements. The three requirements are UVCon, fast API, and the third one is Python multipart. So these are the three requirements I want. So I will quickly save these three, and I will write pip install -r requirements dot txt. Could not open requirement news. Okay, maybe there is some error. Okay, sorry, there's a require and environment. Yes. So as you can see, these three libraries are already pre-installed in my virtual environment. So it is showing me requirement already satisfied. As these three libraries are already installed in my system in my virtual environment. So this is showing me requirement already satisfied. Okay, sir. So I will quickly save this. Now I have created 4 agents, right? Maybe I will not need this nodes folder. Okay. So right now I will just keep it blank. So as you can see, I have created 4 agents: billing, feedback, interface, and technical, right? I have created these 4 agents, right? Billing, feedback, interface, and technical. So I am going to use these 4 agents, and I am like going to copy the code from this customer.ipynb into these files. Okay, sir. So what is the code now? So for the interface one, I am going to get the interface LLM function. So this function over here, that is def interface LLM and def router decision. These two functions belong to the interface LLM. Okay, or we can say the interface node. So I'm going to copy these two functions, and I'm going to paste these two functions in my interface.py file. And now I will solve all the errors over here. So the first error is showing for chat prompt template, the second one is for LLM, the third one is for state. Okay, so for this I need to import some of the libraries, like from langchain dot prompts import chat prompt template. Then the second one is from, okay, sorry, it's langchain underscore core. Then the second one is langchain underscore grok import chat grok. Then we have import os from .env import load underscore .env load underscore .env. Okay, so these are the main files, main libraries that we need to import. And we want one more thing, that is our LLM, right? So I will quickly go to customer bot and I will copy this line over here. So this is my LLM. So all the errors are gone. There's one more error, that is for the state. So I'm going to remove the state over here. The rest is simple copy paste. Okay, I have done nothing extra, and I will save this file over here. So similarly, like the way I have created this interface.py, similarly, I am going to create the billing.py, technical.py, and one more feedback.py. Okay, so I have copy pasted the code over here, like the basic libraries and the LLM, and now I just have to copy paste the main function. So as you know, I have copied the interface and router decision. Now I have this billing LLM, so I will copy it and I will paste it over here, and I will remove the state part and I will save it. Then I will go back, I will copy the technical LLM, I will go to the technical.py, I will paste it and I will remove the state over here as well. Okay, sorry. Yes. And I will save it. Now I'll go back to the customer bot. I will copy the feedback LLM. I will go for the feedback.py and I will paste it over here and I will simply remove this state over here. So now, and I will save this. So now we have completed our all the AI agents that we are using: the billing node, the feedback, interface, and technical. Now we have to create a graph. Okay. Now we have to create a graph over here. So for the graph, we need some libraries first. So for making the graph, first we need the state. Okay, sir. So I need the state, and for the state, I need these three libraries as well. I'll copy this. I will go to the graph. I will paste it over here. I will create the state over here now. So this is my state. I will go to graph.py and I will create the state over here. Now I want this. Just a second. I want this line over here. That state graph start and end so that I can make my graph. Then one more thing, like these are the basic libraries. Now I have to call my billing.py, feedback.py, interface.py, and technical.py, right? So to call these, like call the function within these files, I'm going to write from agents dot interface import interface llm comma router decision. Similarly, from agents dot billing, I'm going to import billing LLM. Similarly, from agents dot technical, I'm going to import technical LLM, and from agents dot feedback, I'm going to import feedback LLM. So, sir, what are these feedback LLM, technical LLM, billing LLM, and interface LLM and router decision? So, these are nothing but all the functions that we have made in our IPynb file, and we just have copied and pasted it over here. So, this is my billing LLM, this is my feedback LLM, this is my interface LLM and my router decision, and this is my technical LLM. So, I hope everything is clear. So I have imported all of these libraries. I have created my state over here, and I have will import OS as well. Then I will create a function known as, let's say I will create a function def create underscore graph. Okay, so this is the function I'm going to create, and under this function I am going to write all of these things. Not this much, sorry. Under the function I'm going to call, yes, copy, go to graph and paste it over here, and just a little indentation, and that's it. So I don't need this, I don't need this. So this is going to be my graph. So what we have done, we have created a function create graph, and under that function I have simply copied how we created our graph at till the compiler part. Okay, and instead of graph is equal to graph builder dot compile, I am going to write return graph builder dot compile. Okay, and I will write graph is equal to create graph. So I hope this much is clear. So we have done nothing for making the graph. I just imported some of the important libraries, then I created the state, and I have copied the coast and pasted under a single function, that is create graph, and I will save this file. Now I want to make my main.py. This is my fast API. Okay, this is in this main.py I'm going to write the code for fast API. So some of the commands are not working on my Mac. So can you please tell me what kind of commands are not working on your Mac? So yes. So quickly tell me guys, everything till now is clear or not? Quickly tell me guys, everything till now is clear or not? Like how we created all the agents over here and how we created our graph.py. We will not be needing this nodes folder, okay? So maybe I created an extra folder over here. We will just be needing this agents and our graph and main.py. Quickly tell me guys, any doubt till now? Come on guys, quickly tell me in the chat. Everything till now is clear or not, or is there some kind of doubt? No doubt, clear. But agent how to work? So I'm going to show how the agent is going to work, so don't worry. The last file that we have to write is main.py. In this, we are going to write our fast API code. Like in this, we are going to import our graph and we will like give it an endpoint, some kind of chat endpoint or something. Okay. So let's start with our fast API code as well. So for fast API, we want to import some library like from fast API import fast API comma HTT HTTP exception. Yes. Then we have to import from fast API dot middleware dot calls import calls middleware. Then I have to import from Pydentic. I'm going to import base model. Then from .env I'm going to import load underscore .env import os load underscore .env and I have to import my graph as well. So I'm going to write from graph import graph. Okay, so I've imported graph from graph. So now can you explain these libraries to us? Yes. So first of all, we have imported from fast API, import fast API. So this is the server through which we can like host our application as an API or host our backend as an API. Then this HTTP exception is for the like some exceptions and all. This fast API middleware calls. So this is some kind of middleware through which like anyone can access my API. Okay, not only me, but anyone from any address can access my API and can fetch the data from my API. Then we have our base model in which we are going to like give the structure of our data. Okay. Then we have our .env and like through which we can access the variables in our .env file. We have called graph. We have imported the graph over here. So if I will show you what graph is, so graph is nothing but is calling my state graph function, create graph function over here. So these are the libraries that we have imported. Then we have to write app is equal to fast API, and let's give the title as title is equal to, okay, I will just give the same title, agentic support bot, agentic AI support bot. So this is the title for my app. Now I have to give some middlewares, app dot add underscore middleware. So these middlewares are required so that anyone from any address can access my API, can send some kind of data to my APIs and can fetch some kind of data from my API. So I will write course middleware, comma, allow. So it's the exact same. Okay. Allow orange is equal to star, which means that from any origin, you can allow the request, allow credentials equal to true, allow methods equal to star, and allow headers equal to star. That means from any address, you can access all of these things. Okay. Okay, sir. Now for the structure of my model or the structure of my input. Okay. So I am going to create a class over here. Class, let's say I'm going to create the same class message request, and I will take base model over here. So under this class I need to take my input. Okay, under this class I have to take my input. So I am going to take messages as list. I'm going to take messages as list. This, what is this base model? This denotes the base input format that we are going to take from the user. Okay, or we are where we are going to store everything. Okay, sir. So we have created our class over here. Now we will create some of the routes for the API of ours. We will create app.get. So this is a get route. I will just create a basic route for get. Let's say def root, and I will create return. I will create message. Let's say I'm going to give some kind of message over here. Uh, 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 welcome. Yes. So this is the message I am going to give. I just have to, yes. So this is the message that I am going to give when the route is normal slash. Sir, what is this normal slash over here? So I will show you what is this normal slash over here means. Then I will get one more route over here, that is app dot post. Now this will be a post route, because in this route we are going to post some kind of data. And let's say I will keep the route as slash chat, and I'm going to write a function def, let's say chat, and I'm going to give request as message request. Okay, so this is the request I'm going to give. So what is this now? So I have created a chat endpoint over here. I have created a chat endpoint over here, and under this chat function, it will ask user, it will ask user for the message over here. Okay, okay, sir. Now what should this post endpoint look like? So we are going to take the response. I'm going to take the response, and I will take it from graph dot invoke, and under graph dot invoke I'm going to take messages request dot message. Okay, so whatever message that we are going to get, we are going to send that message. Whatever message we are going to get, we are going to send that message to our graph. Okay, so over here request dot message shows the message that we are getting from the user. Okay, sir. And from where we got this message? We got this message from over here, request, and under request we have our message. I hope this is clear. So this request is nothing but taking input in the format from message request, and under message request we have only one field, that is message. So we can give only one message, that is request dot message, nothing else. I hope this much is clear. Then we can take messages is equal to response of messages. So this is the AI message that we are going to get. Okay. After that, we can do one more thing. We can give classification. So soon you will see what is this classification mean over here. Okay. So I'm going to give classification of messages of -2 dot content and final response is equal to message of -1 dot content. Now I'm going to simply return classification as classification and response as final response. So yes, this is clear. Now I just have to give if name equal to main. I am going to give import uvicon.run app, and it's a main.app. Okay. Soon I will explain everything. Okay, what I'm doing over here. So I want main colon app, comma host is equal to 0.0.0.0, and I will use the port over here is equal to, let's say I'm going to use 8000, comma reload is equal to true. Okay, sir. So this is my complete fast API code. So before explaining this, let me just try to run this code first. Okay. So if there's any kind of error, we will solve that error first. Then I will explain you the whole code. So to run this, I will go to my terminal. I will simply write uvicon main colon app dash dash reload. So why this command? So we are going to run our fast API from uvicon. Then the name of our file, that is main, because the name of our file is main.py, right? So I will give the name for my file, that is main colon app dash dash reload. So if I will go to this endpoint, so as you can see, so this is, if I will just give a normal slash, I have created two endpoints, right? One with a normal slash and one with slash chat. So if I will give a normal slash, so this is the home page. So in the home page of my chatbot, in the home page, this root or def root, I have just given one message that welcome to Agentic AI support bot API. So as you can see, I got the message over here, welcome to Agentic AI support bot API. So where I have given this message? To the root directory. Okay. Now I have one more endpoint, that is slash chat. So under the slash chat, if I will show you, as you can see, method not allowed. Why? Because I have not given any kind of message or something to this slash chat. Okay, sir. Sir, how can I access this slash chat now? How can I actually chat with the AI bot? So I am going to write slash docs. So over here, when you write slash docs, you can see both of the endpoints that I have created. This is the root endpoint and this is the chat endpoint. Okay. So I am going to go to the chat endpoint, and on the right hand side I will click on try it out. On the right hand side I am going to click on try it out, and under this try it out I am going to give this string over here. Okay, sorry, there's a little bit of mistake. Instead of list I am going to take string. By mistake I have taken list over here, but we have to take string because we are taking the user input in string format, not list format. And how I notice this? As you can see, it is asking for a list over here from me. But we don't want to give a list to the user, to the AI bot. We want to give a string only. So I'll quickly reload this. Now as you can see, it is asking me for a string. So I will quickly click on try it out and I will give a string. Let's say the food was really bad and I will execute it. So as you can see, under we have got two things over here in the response body. The one is classification and the second one is the response. So the classification is this issue is feedback. So we know that this is a feedback LLM issue. Then the response over here that we got is thank you for sharing your experience. We truly appreciate your feedback and it's valuable to us and all and all. So this is the response that we got. So as we can see now, our chatbot is working properly fine. Let me give one more prompt over here. Let's say I was charged twice for the food that I ordered. Let's quickly execute it again. So as you can see, this time the classification shows that this is a billing issue and the response is, hi there, I am sorry you have been charged twice for your order. Let's get this sorted out. Could you please share your order number and all and all. So as you can see, my chatbot is working completely fine on the local host right now. Okay, sir. Sir, we understood this normal slash endpoint. This is the root endpoint. Now, sir, what is this slash chat endpoint? So under this slash chat, first we are taking the message request. Sir, what is this message request? In short, we are taking the message from the user, like what message the user want to send in the form of string. Okay, sir. Then we are going to send that user message to my graph. Okay, we are going to send this user message to my graph and I'm going to call the graph like graph.invoke and I'm going to store the message in my response. Okay, sir. Then my message is the response of messages, like I'm taking all the messages from my response. Then this classification is messages of -2. So as we already discussed, we access the list. We access the list in backward direction, right? So the classification will be on -2th index and the final response will be on -1 index. So that is why we have written for classification, we are accessing messages of -2 dot content and for the final response, we are accessing messages of -1 dot content and we are returning classification and final response. So I hope this much is clear and our code is working properly fine on the local host. Now quickly tell me guys, everything till now clear or is there any kind of doubt right now? Can anyone tell me like is there any kind of doubts till now guys? Quickly tell me. Now I'm taking all the doubts. I know I have not taken any doubts till now as such. Now I'm going to take all the doubts. Quickly tell me in the chat. We are going to host it on render as well, so don't worry for that. But right now we have seen that it's working completely fine on our local host. So now we can safely proceed to host it on render. Is there any kind of doubt till now? Please just give a little recap. Yeah, sure, I'm going to give a little recap. Don't worry. Anything else? If everything till now is clear, then write clear in the chat, guys, quickly. Else, if you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me in the chat. Else, please write clear in the chat. If by chance you missed 1 day attendance or 2 days, so don't worry, just fill out the rest of the attendance and you will be still eligible for the certifications. So don't worry if you missed one attendance or two. Clear, 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 clear. Great. Any doubt, guys? I'm taking the doubts. Please ask any if there's any kind of confusion or any kind of doubt in whatever we have did. I'm going to give you a small recap, but if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the chat. Great. So let's please. I need the link to the attendance. The attendance link will be shared like within 10 to 15 minutes. So please wait till then. And we have a GitHub repo with this code. Okay, I will share the GitHub repo, so don't worry. Right now I'm going to host it as well, so we are going to push everything on GitHub as well. Yeah, there are many online courses available on YouTube, or any coaching courses you can take as well for you getting better at this field. If you want some courses specifically from DevTown, you can go on the website of DevTown and you can check for the courses. Like, there are great faculty. Or if you want any other kind of course, you can check for that particular course as well. Totally up to you. And there are videos on YouTube as well, so you can go and watch those videos as well. Guide about project. Yeah, we are making the project actually. So let me give a quick recap. So first, what we did, we just copied and pasted all the functions in my agents folder. Okay, like we have a billing function, so I've copied the billing element and pasted it over here. Then similarly, I have my feedback, I have my interface, and I have my technical function. Okay, so these are all the AI agents that I'm going to use. So I've simply copied and pasted it. Guys, everything regarding the project and every, like when you have to submit your project, and all of these details will be shared to you in the WhatsApp community, so please be active there. Okay, so yes, these are our agents. We have simply copied and pasted the code for the agents over here. Then we have created our graph. Like, we have created a function create graph, and under that create graph function, we have simply copy pasted the graph that we made in our customer bot.ipynb. And we have imported some of the libraries, like from agents.interface I have imported these LLM and all of these. Okay, so this is where we have created our graph. And in main.py, first we initialized our app fast api. Okay, then we added some middlewares so that anyone can access this API. Then we have taken the input format. Then we have specified some routes. The first route is the root route, where we are just showing one message, that is welcome to Agentic AI support bot API. And the second route is the slash chat. No, everyone will not have different project. There will be a same project if given to you guys. Okay. Yes. Then the next port is next endpoint is slash chat, and under this chat you are taking the response and messages and everything. Okay, so I've explained this 2 times already. So I hope everything till now is clear. So the next step we are going to do is we will be hosting this online on render. So I'll quickly stop this API service right now, and I will create a dot git ignore file. I will create a dot git ignore file, and in this dot git ignore file I'm going to write my dot env. Okay, the next I'm going to write venv. Next, actually I don't need this nodes folder as well. Okay, because I haven't used this nodes folder. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I am going to give this nodes folder under my dot git ignore. So I will write notes slash, okay, sorry, not nodes, it's nodes. Then I will write star star slash star underscore underscore pycache. So what is this? So wherever we have created the file like folder like pycache, so this will exclude all the pycache folders. Okay, And similarly, I'm going to use star star slash star ds underscore store. Okay, so I'll quickly save this. Now, under the terminal, follow these steps. Okay, under the terminal, I'm going to initialize my GitHub. Okay, I'm going to initialize a Git repo. So for that, I'm going to write, let me just delete this and open a new terminal. Okay, yes. So now I have to write, to initialize the terminal, I will write git init. Okay, git init to initialize the Git repo. So as you can see, now I have initialized a repo, and this .env, venv, and this PyCache, everything is not included in my Git repo. Then I will go to, let me just go to my Google, and I will go to a GitHub account. I will open the GitHub over here. I will go to the repos. I will create a new repo over here. Okay, I will create a new repo and let me give a name like uh, service underscore bot. Okay, so this is the name I'm going to give to my GitHub repo. Okay, service underscore bot. And I will simply check like the visibility is public. Okay, I don't want to add a readme file right now. I don't want to add git ignore right now, and license is nothing. Okay, so I'll just give the name, that is service underscore bot, and I will create the repository. I hope this much is clear. So as you can see, I have created a repo with the name service underscore bot. So now I will copy this line over here, that is git remote add origin, and the origin over here. Okay, I will simply copy this line and I will paste this line in my code. Yes, so I will paste it over here. Now the next is git branch minus capital M main. So these are all the commands to like push all of the code over my GitHub repository. Okay, so this is the next command, that is git branch minus M minus capital M main. So I have written the command over here. I will press enter. Then I will add all the files with the help of command git add dot. So this will help me add all the files. Then I will commit the changes uh, with the line git commit minus m, and as it is my first commit, so I'm going to write initial commit. Okay, so this will commit all the changes in my repository. So as you can see, all of the commits are done. Now I just have to push all of the code. So if you guys are like wondering how I remember all these, so all of these lines are given over here. So git init is the first one. Then I've added the folder over here, GitHub repo. Then I've changed the branch. I've added the files. Like over here, it's given git add readme, but I want to add all the files. So I've written git add dot. Then I've committed. Then I have to push everything. So for pushing, I will use git push minus u origin main. So I'll simply write git push minus u origin main, and I will press enter. So it will take a second. So as you can see, everything is now pushed to my GitHub repo. And if I will open my GitHub repo, you can see all of the code over here. So there's an agents folder where you can get all of the agents. Then there is chatbot folder where you can get all of the chatbots. Okay. Then we have this .gitignore file of ours. Then we have graph.py where we have initialized the graph. Then we have main.py file where we have written the code for fast API, and we have also have requirements.txt, and this file is very much important for hosting purpose. I hope this much is clear. Okay, so we have created a GitHub repo now. Now what I'm going to do, I will go to render.com. Okay, so right now I am logged in already. So I will go to my dashboard. I will go to render.com and I will go to my dashboard over here, and I will add a new service. Okay, I will click on add new and I will click web service. So I want to host it as a web service. So I will click add new and then web service. So over here you can see service bot, right? Over here you can see service bot. So I will click on service bot. So this will take automatically take everything, like this is a service bot, right? This is a web service. The name is service bot. Language is Python 3. Branch is main. Region, it is taking some region. Then the build command is pip install -r requirements.txt, which will install all the libraries and everything. Then we need to give a start command. So I am going to give start command as uvicon main :app. This denotes that the main fast API code is written in main.py file. Okay, main :app. Then host, I have given some kind of port, and this port over here is capital port, which means that it can take the port dynamically whichever port is available. Okay, so it will take a port dynamically. Now I will choose the free service over here. So I will choose the free service over here. Now, very important step, I must give the environment variables. So what are the environment variables in my case? So I will go to .env. So I have these two environment variables, grok API key and Tivoli API key. So I'll copy these. I will go to the environment variables. I will sorry. I will click on add from .env and I will paste those environment variables over here. And I will simply click add variables. So as you can see, I have got all of these environment variables. And now simply I will just click deploy web service, nothing else. So it will take 1 or 2 more minutes and my web service will be completely deployed, so that everyone can access this API of mine. I hope everything till now is clear. If there's any kind of doubt, you can ask me in the chat quickly, guys. Else, if everything is clear, write clear in the chat. So our web service, our API will be hosted within 1 or 2 minutes, okay, or maximum 3 to 5 minutes. So let's wait and see if there's some kind of error, or this hosting is successful. So as you can see, it is now downloading all the packages, like all the libraries that we have mentioned in requirements.txt. Yes, you can use this bot on websites once it's hosted. So what will be project name? So I have given the project name service bot. You can give any name you want. Okay. And yes, once the API is hosted, so what you can do, you just have to like send a request from the front end or the back end to the API, and then fetch the data, and then you can show the data to the users and everything. Like the rest of the work is from the front end back end part. Your backend is completely ready, your API is completely ready. So as you can see, the build is successful now. The build over here is successful now. And it will take 1 or 2 more minutes to host it live. Okay. So as you can see, the build is successful. Okay, I will share the code. The code is also shared through WhatsApp community. But those who want the code over here, let me just give you the code. So this is the service bot. So you can take the reference for the code from this GitHub as well. Okay. So as you can see, it is trying to deploy the service. Right now we are facing no open. Let me just zoom in. Okay. Okay, it's showing your service is live, available at this port, but it's still in progress. So I will give it 1 or 2 more seconds. Okay, 5 to 10 more seconds, and it will be live. But by the way, we got the log that your service is live, but it is still in progress. So I will give it 5 to 10 seconds. It will be live shortly. So let me just reload the page. Yes. So as you can see, my service is now live. So let's quickly test the service as well. So yes, welcome to Agentic AI Support Bot API. I will simply go to /docs. Under this chat, I will go and try it out. I will write instead of string, I will write, let's say, I am unable to select items in the app. Okay. So I will click on execute. So as you can see, the issue you are describing, being unable to select items in the app, is a technical issue. So under the classification part, it correctly tells me that this is a technical issue. Then in the response I got, hi there, I'm sorry you're having trouble selecting item, and let's go this sort this out together and all and all. Okay. So we got a proper output as well. Let's quickly check for with another query. Let's say uh, the food was very good. Okay, let's execute. So as you can see, under classification, it gave me feedback. Thank you so much for sharing your feedback. We have thrilled to hear you enjoyed the food and all and all. And if I will go to the service bot and I will go to logs, you can see whenever we have called the API of ours and we are getting 200 OK, which means the API is working properly. And if you guys want to try this API, I am also sharing the code of this the endpoint of this API to you. Okay, so this is the API. Yes. So this is the API. So what you can do, you can also go to this API and check this API out by yourself. Now what you can do to make it more and more advanced, you can add the memory part over here. You can make it like a React agent or something, like making it loop back or something. Or you can do much more things. You can automate the flow by yourself. You can make the flow more and more complex. What one more feature you can do, you can add the rating kind of thing in the state. You can add a rating thing, and based on the rating you will get the output and everything. So you can do n number of things in this chatbot, in this customer care bot, or you can make your own project or any of the project. Okay. So like I have shown you how to automate the flow of agentic AI. Okay. I have shown you how to automate the flow of agentic AI with the help of agentic AI. Okay. So now with this you can like make any kind of thing, not only LLM things, but you can make any automated flow. I hope I am clear. How can we also monitor the, so to monitor the agent, like you can check out for the logs time to time. So I have shown you the logs and all. And if you want to monitor in more deeply, then you can go to, like, I have used grok, right? So whenever I'm calling the grok, okay, yes, so whenever I'm calling grok, so it is updating the time that I'm hitting the API and everything. So you can check over here as well, like how much usage we have done, what are the logs for all the models and everything. So over here you can also check out, like you can monitor everything. Okay. So our service is live, and congratulations, guys! We have successfully hosted our Agentic AI bot. So this is it for today, guys, and this is it for the whole bootcamp. We have learned in these 5 days. We have learned the theoretical concepts of Agentic AI. We have learned how to make a basic chatbot using Agentic AI. We have learned our project. We have started our project, the customer care bot, and like how can we split the data into different nodes, and how can we add conditional edges and everything. On day 4 we have learned about different tools and how can we make custom tools, and also how can we like make the chatbot memory based and all. And on day 5 we have seen the deployment part, and we have successfully deployed our customer care bot online. So I hope everything till now in these 5 days is crystal clear to you. If everything till now is clear, then please write clear in the chat. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining for these 5 days in this bootcamp. This is it for today. So please go and quickly fill out the attendance form in the chat, because it is very much necessary for certificate criteria. So please quickly go and fill out the attendance form. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining today and joining all these 5 days. And if there's any kind of doubt, you can ask me in the chat right now. I am there. How we get these all code? So the code files will be shared through the WhatsApp community as well. In the description of the WhatsApp community, you can find all the codes, all the note files and everything. And I've shared the code on GitHub repo as well. Okay. So you can take reference from there as well. If there's any kind of doubt, please ask in the chat, guys. Everything regarding the mini projects, how can you get the certificates, what is the criteria, everything is going to be shared on the WhatsApp community. So it is highly recommended to be active on the community. Okay, the community link is there in the description. I hope so is there in the description of this YouTube video as well. Okay, so guys, quickly fill out the attendance form that is there in the live chat, and we will be ending the class in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So if any one of you have any kind of doubt, the GitHub link I have shared in the chat over. Okay. So you can go and scroll the chat a little bit and you can find the GitHub link. Yes, to make the project more and more scalable, you have many options, like you can do caching, you can make async functions, you can make it rack based, you can use a database separately for storing everything. You can make the deployment like on AWS, you can add load balancers. There are many things to make it scalable. So I would highly recommend, if you are like pursuing this field or something, then go in a little advanced way. Okay, but you can go in the advanced way only when the basics are clear. So all of these things that we have learned in these 5 days are very important, because these are the basic concepts of agentic AI. Which database is known in trending? So right now Redis is very much trending because it is an in-memory based database. So you can go and research on Redis as well. So if unable to join the WhatsApp, so don't worry. The link will be get updated. Okay. So you can try a little bit later. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining these sessions for these 5 days. Thanks a lot, guys. And quickly fill out the attendance form if you have not filled the attendance form because it is very much necessary. Can you give the deployment steps? And okay, so this YouTube video is all obviously available on YouTube for like lifetime. So like you can just come yes tomorrow or day after tomorrow and any time, and you can just go through this video again, and you can check how we have done the deployment part. So thanks a lot, guys, for joining these 5 days. So here we will be going to end our boot camp, this amazing 5-day boot camp. So let's meet in the next boot camp, guys. Thanks a lot for joining these 5 days. It was a great boot camp for me as well. So thank you, guys. Let's meet in the next boot camp.